Greetings fans, hyperfans, and people just lost looking for videos of cats on YouTube. I have here one of the very last Doctor Who figures that I'm going to be able to review, mainly due to character options having changed the scale of the figures from these lovely 5-inch figures down to 3 3/4 Star Wars size figures, and really they're just not grabbing me. But this has actually become a little bit of a mini grail for me. I'd actually seen these in a few shops when I had no money to pick anything up, and when I finally got enough to pick it up on Forbidden Planet International, they'd sold out. So I put the order in, put it onto back order, and a good 2.5 months later it finally shipped. This is the Special Weapons Dalek from the 7th Doctor episode Remembrance of the Daleks, and this is probably one of the most heavily redesigned and retooled Dalek toys that they've done. Let's have a look at the packaging first. So a much smaller, sort of minimised backing card, especially compared to how big the bubble is. This is from Wave 2. So many stickers on the back. Battery replacement, safety, underground toys, who I'm really not a fan of. And then a close-up of the 3 other Daleks in the series, each of whom come with effects and speech. However, the Special Weapons Dalek features sound effects only, so it didn't talk in the series, so that's fine. Back down to the front. I love the fact that the card's got this little sort of the speech lights and the whole turret section, and the fact that the bubble itself actually has a few details on it that make it look like the Dalek eyepiece. There is actually a hole in the front where it takes you to one of the Dalek bumps, which gives us now it says on this sticker that it features Special Weapon Dalek's gun noise and explosion. Now there's only one sound effect there, so I'm hoping it's in some sort of test mode, and once it's been opened up we can flick it over and get at least a few more sound effects. Okay, let's get this open, out of the package, and get a better look at it. Well, now we've finally got it out of the package, let's have a look at some of the detailing on it. Whilst it has probably one of the older Dalek bases leading up to that top shelf, everything above it is a new sculpt. It has some sort of grubbiness painted on there. To be honest, I'm not quite so impressed with that. It does really look like someone's just gone round it with a paintbrush rather than actually any battle damage. The back of the top part also has some quite bad paint marking there. I suppose you can put it down to battle damage, but it's not, it's just sloppiness. But the sculpting itself is really fantastic. All the iron bolts, the turret, it's all very cool looking. And of course having that one huge gun rather than the gun and plunger combo is very cool. Let's see, double checking before I say it. No articulation at the turret. 360 degree at the midsection. Gun goes down about 5 degrees and up about 45 degrees. And of course the sound effects still work. You'll find there's one Dalek bump just there that is a little bit less painted than the rest, and that is indeed the activation bump. If you press it once, you get the Dalek blast. If you give it a double tap, it hits its target. It's the same kind of input as the sonic screwdriver toys. It's a little bit better for me than just random sounds, because when you're playing with it you can actually get it to do what you want it to do. It would have been great if they could come up with some voice samples for it. Maybe just a nice deep growling Dalek voice. But I guess they thought, considering that they'd spent enough on remoulding, they could get away without it. And let's face it, we've bought it, so yes they could. For size comparison, let's bring in one of the gold Daleks. So again, this is the classic mould, and you'll see that up to the waist it's equal height. Then the collar is a little bit taller on this, and because of the squat turret it's a little bit shorter overall. Gun length, it's longer than a regular Dalek gun. It's slightly shorter than a regular Dalek's plunger. And just to bring in one of the human figures, this is the San Diego Comic-Con Ace figure, who appeared in the same episode. And she is maybe a hairline taller. So, underneath this one, he comes with an on-off switch, which is very good. It takes 3 of the button size 1.5 volt batteries, has exactly the same rolling mechanisms as all other Daleks ever. And I'm really glad that we got hold of him. So, unless I can lay my hands on a good Davros figure, or unless A, they do a good 5-inch Peter Capaldi figure, and B, Peter Capaldi turns out to be a great Doctor Who, this will probably be my last Doctor Who review for a while. So, if you like the videos, hit like. If you want to say something, leave a comment. And if you want to see more toy reviews, hit the subscribe button. I've got some more vids lined up over the next couple of weeks. We've got auto assembly coming up, so I'll probably do a video from there. And until next time, remember, if you're keeping them in the packaging, you're not a toy collector, you're a box collector. If you've lost your voice, you should really do something about it.
I know, but bad things happen whenever I see the Doctor.